They just passed a bill where they can increase your rent, and we just got back from vacation, and that shit is already affecting us.
What's up, everybody? So it's your boy TikTok Inflation. Now I'm back better than ever, bro. Because during the summer, I'm so sorry. During the summer, I was so busy. I couldn't make any video. Even by the beginning of this fall, like I was so busy. But now I've been locking and I'm trying to give you at least 2 videos per week. That's my goal as for now. So for this video, we're gonna talk about this girl named Angie Roman. She has a TikTok account, so she's basically like a TikTok influencer, and she lives in New York City. And she's gonna talk about in this video about the cost of living in New York City, how it's expensive, groceries to the roof, rent to the roof, in the point that they gotta move out. That's that bad. It's that bad, guys. So I'm gonna let you listen to the video and we're gonna talk about it afterwards. Alright?
They just passed a bill where they can increase your rent, and we just got back from vacation, and that shit is already affecting us. They're already trying to raise our rent, and because of that, we had a whole like dispute thing with our landlord this morning, and because of that, I'm already on plan B, C, D, all the way up to Z in my head, and I'm trying to find already another place as a backup in case we do have to move. Why is it that no place near us that can accommodate me and my child and my man is affordable? Nothing is affordable in this city at all. 2-3 bedroom apartments and the prices are 3-4 thousand, even $5,000. That's fucking ridiculous. And I'm crying because I know everybody's gonna come at me talking about, oh, so just move, I can use that money to rent a house somewhere else. I understand that. My family's here, my friends are here, my community. I don't want to leave home, you know. And it's so frustrating because like so many of us go through this, that we have to eventually leave our homes because we can't afford to be here anymore. And I'm fucking frustrated. My family's here, my best friends are here, and that's all I have. And the fact that we might have to leave and relocate another state hurts. We can't even afford to live home anymore. I'm just upset. And I just needed to vent because I know this is something so many other people go through. And I know I don't really talk about it on my page, but I relate to all of you. And it fucking sucks. And I know that my city is losing its people because of the rent, because of the price of living. This shit is ridiculous. I hate it.
In this video, everyone can see that this woman is suffering. What she going through, bro, is just horrible, man. That she has to move because of the hard time that she going through. She has to leave her family, her community, and anything. But that's what I would say like maybe 30-40% of people are doing. Like if you can't make it in a city, you have to move. If you can, you have to move. Like there's no an alternative, bro. So, but if you have to move and your family is still in New York, bro, maybe you can move to like a closer state, maybe like Pennsylvania or like maybe like Philadelphia. I think, yeah, you can move there. And I think from Philadelphia is like an hour or some, an hour and 30 minutes something. And from Pennsylvania is like 3-4 hours, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 3-4 hours. So you can live there and then once in a while you can go back to New York to visit your family and stuff, spend some time together and then go back. So you gotta do what you gotta do because right now is a hard time. And in hard time you make hard choice. You don't like it, but you gotta make it. Alright? To do whatever you gotta do. Maybe save some money for your house or whatever it is. But you gotta make a hard choice.
Living on $1,200 a month should be outlawed. Like the very fact that there are people in America in 2024 that's living on $1,200 a month and that's all that they get is absolutely insane to me. But it's only one way they're doing it, and I'm gonna tell you about how. The income that people are receiving for $1,200 a month is Social Security. And according to this article, they're saying that Social Security is expected to run out in 2035. Now, while that sounds like a long time away, I remember when I was a kid, and I used to see on the news, because my grandma would always watch the news. I remember they would be on TV, and like the Republicans would be like, you guys better stop your spending and be more responsible, talking to like Congress. And they would be like, you're mortgaging our kids' future. And I was thinking to myself, oh, okay, well, the future is now. I'm the kid, clearly. But the people that are receiving Social Security that's only getting $1,200 a month are managing to live because of one reason. Now, I hate to state the obvious, but y'all, they're homeowners. And I know it's really cool right now to get on the internet and talk about, oh, well, it'll never be your house if you gotta have property taxes and you gotta pay insurance. It's ridiculous. Well, baby, let me tell you something. If I was making $1,200 a month, I would definitely be more comfortable spending $300 a month on property taxes than $2,000 or more on principal, interest, taxes, and insurance if I buy a house late in life and or rent. So America was built on this promise that if you work for so many years, you were supposed to end up getting three things when you retire: pension, 401k, and Social Security. Well, pension ain't really a thing no more. 401k is kind of hit or miss now. So then that leaves Social Security, which goes back to the $1,200 a month that I was talking about. Now, I don't know if y'all know how much Social Security is, but that's really seriously a real number. It's hardly ever $2,000 a month. But the other part of that was, one, you're supposed to have a paid off house. So that was going to drastically reduce your expenses. And the other part that people still don't talk about is the fact that you were supposed to be sharing all of these bills and debt with a spouse. Because when your spouse dies, you get their Social Security. So anyway, I say all of that to say, what is your plan? And when I say what is your plan, I say so very seriously, because I get it. When you 25, 30, you might not see it. But when you hit 41 and you don't own no house, 51, you don't own no house, 61, and you don't own a house. Like, how are you going to seriously afford your life if you can't even scrape up money for a down payment?
What I will say is that the choice that you make right now, as you listening to me right now, bro, is how you're gonna live your life in the next few years. What I mean is that when you're young, when you're like 20 and 30s, you gotta think for the long run. Like, because you don't want to like use your social security to like pay rent, because that's not gonna be makeable. Like, you can't do it. So you gotta, some way, somehow, I don't know how you're gonna do it, but some way, somehow, before you retire, you need to have a house. So that's our plan. So basically, but for the economy right now, bro, like the things goes right now, bro, I don't see that happening for the short term. Maybe if Trump get in place, maybe he would do something to like trying to facilitate like the acquisition for a house. But as of right now, bro, it's hard, man. It's hard. It's hard as fuck, man. So we gotta make our choice knowing that it's gonna affect us in the future. And she's speaking facts. We all gotta think about it. What is like having roommates for our 20s, and then maybe trying to afford house in like our 30s, 40s, in like our 40s, because 30 is not possible, it's not makeable. Maybe our 40s, yeah, we can like start like with a huge down payment to like finish paying our house in like 20, 30 years. That would be a good thing. So what I would say, you always gotta keep hope, man. If you lose hope, you lose everything. You gotta keep hope. Keep it. Alright?
I just got my new lease agreement because my lease ends next month and freaking out a little bit. Every single year, my rent has gone up by $100. I live by myself. I pay the entirety of the rent on my own. My new rent starting next month is $1,200. $1,200. For one, I don't know how I've even been paying $1,100 for the past month. I don't know how I've been doing it, but I've been doing it. Barely. To divulge some extra information that I probably should not divulge, I get paid every week. And for 2 weeks, I can't touch my paycheck, not even $1. because those 2 paychecks have to go to rent. I essentially don't have any money for 3 weeks most of the time during the month. And that just repeats month after month after month. So I'm not sure about what we're gonna do going forward. Luckily it's my birthday next week, and I am going to get a chunk of change that I will be holding on to for dear life. But this is like a big reason why I wanted to be a part of the Creator Fund, because obviously I cannot afford the cost of living, and I need to get my dog a behaviorist, which I also cannot afford. I need to pay off my credit cards, which I cannot afford to do. They have been closed for 3 years. I have been paying them off for 3 years. And I did try looking into like getting a part-time job, but I simply do not have time on top of my full-time job and having a dog that, I need to be home for. So if y'all know any way to make extra money that isn't, OF or something of that sort, and isn't something that I need to leave the house for because I have my dog, let me fucking know. Let me fucking know. I'm poorer today than I was yesterday, and I'm just gonna keep getting more and more poor, so.
Just a question though, like, how many of you think we need like cap on rent? Just asking, because I'm pretty sure 99.99999% of y'all think we need a cap on rent. And that's a fact, bro. Like, when you think about it, like, by the end of your lease agreement, like, your landlord can say, oh, by the end of the month, your new lease is like maybe $100 more, $200 more, $500 more. Oh, you don't have it? All right, get the fuck out. So you're gonna put another tenant in. Doesn't matter. People still want a house, bro. People want to rent. People want a place to live. So it's a necessity. It's not like a want. It's a need. So they know very well about it. And as long as the state let them do whatever they want to do, bro, they pretty much have the power. And I think we need the cap on rent. If all state can do that, that would be awesome. Alright guys, so this is the end of the video. So if you like it, please give me a like, subscribe, and let me know what you think down below, because I'm pretty sure they're on YouTube, so they can watch this video. Maybe they're watching me right now. You never know. So they can see what you think, and maybe they can have another way of thinking, another idea. So just let me know what you think down below, and I'm gonna catch you in the next video. Alright, see y'all.